So it's been a while since my last Legendary deck Spotlight, but now that we've had some time to try out decks, try out the new cards, kind of see what the meta was going to be like, you can expect to see these with a little more regularity going forward. If you're not used to these are videos where I highlight deck lists that could take you to Legend. This doesn't necessarily mean that these are like top tier, top 5 Legends lists, but these are definitely lists that would easily take you to Legend, no problem. For this one, we're going to start with something that's probably familiar to some of you. It's based off of Justin Larson's Tiers for Giant Fears deck list. In fact, him and I have been talking back and forth a lot lately about Crusader and the flexibility that it has. It's really, really good at having the right tools to stop aggro in its tracks. It's also really good in the control matchups. And my list is different from his because mine actually is targeting the control matchup a little bit heavier. So without further ado, I present to you the 4 Horsemen. So this list is named after the 4 unique legendary 4-drops, hence the 4 Horsemen. We've got Garnag, the Black Dragon, Reeve, and Tyr. But beyond that, there's a lot of really, really cool things in here. So there's still a decent anti-aggro package. It's not as strong as, say, Justin's list is, because I'm not running Skavens, I'm not running Cloud Rest Illusionist. But you still have guards, right? Hive Defender, Gatekeeper, etc. You still have Ravenous Hunger to help attempt to stabilize. You still have Dawnstar Healer. And there's not really a lot of struggle that you have against aggro unless you just outright draw all of the top end of your curve, or you just have a bad draw. But I think what sets this list apart from Justin's in testing so far is it's really good against control, specifically control mage, but even some of the other control decks. Largely because of the inclusion of Withered Hand Cultist, and because of the inclusion of Blood Dragon. So against decks that don't run hard removal, so Spell Sword Control is a little bit easier answer, but Control Mage, for example, will only have Javelins up until they get to like Dawn's Wrath / Manticore range. They don't have good ways to necessarily get rid of the Blood Dragon. And it's a big body, it goes through guards, it's been working out fantastically for me. Withered Hand Cultist is an all-star. It's an all-star because it really, really means that they have to play creatures and have to focus on trading into it, or spend an entire turn just removing him, allowing you to typically still develop the rest of your board and keep pressure on. You know, making Lightning Bolt cost 6, making Javelin cost 7. Those are fantastic plays. Pushing off Unstable, Unstoppable Rage. I keep wanting to say unstable because it kind of just nukes everything, but pushing off Unstoppable Rage, fantastic. Pushing off Dawn's Wrath, fantastic. Withered Hand Cultist, I think right now, almost more than ever. I mean, you could argue back during the days of like September and October where there were basically 2 decks. There was just Archer and there was Control Mage. It might have been as important back then, but for the most part, I think that it's maybe the best time ever to be playing Withered Hand Cultist when you consider the kind of deck lists that are floating around. Even things like making somebody's Rapid Shot cost 3 is enough to slow them down tempo-wise to really take advantage of, you know, putting stuff on the board, pressuring them, and this deck does a good job of that while also still having the tools to deal with aggro. So I've really been having fun playing it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. I'm gonna put up some games from the stream. So we played it the other night. We went like 10-2. It was a lot of fun. So we're gonna put up some games from the stream just so you can see the deck list in action. And as always, I will catch you next time. So I guess we'll try this for a bit, just because the other thing was doing really, really well, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. Alright, this isn't gonna go much better now, is it? So we're going first against Assassin. We can only hope it's Ultra Assassin with a slow-ass hand, because... Nope, it's aggro. GG.
What have we here?
Do your worst.
Tawaka watches over me.
Alright. Maybe we can buy ourselves some time here. We'll have to make some trades.
They cannot hope to outwit
Do
me.
your worst.
A dark omen for you.
Let's trade there and drop a Dapper Defender. Rafa was playing Sorcerer, I believe, earlier. Item Sorcerer.
All too
Looks
simple.
like Action Assassin, maybe?
My scales.
If so, that's definitely not good for us. For a whole host of reasons. Dapper Defender. What do we have at 6 next turn? Not a lot. We don't have really many good ways to saturate.
My scales here in shadow. What have we here?
I mean, I guess I could play 2 3-drops, but I think I'd rather just wall up right now. Kind of don't want to play this until...
My scales.
Oh my god.
I keep
Alright.
a spare blade in my belt.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Do I really want to take that? Or do I want a Blood Dragon? Because without Harpy, he doesn't have a lot of good answers for Blood Dragon. Yeah, I think we Blood Dragon here. It's risky. If we get like a Dawnstar healer, we're looking really good. Like every little bit of life gain helps at the moment.
Do your worst.
His deck just has a ton of reach. Okay, fine. It's free. Wow, he really is just going full on reach, huh? Okay. Got what, like Earthbone Dawnbreaker? Probably want the Dawnbreaker here.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Foil my plan.
Alright. He's technically got 9 Magicka, but even if he has like double Lightning Bolt, that's not enough. Alright, Cliff Racer's 4. He can then go, what, 2 daggers is 6. But that means not enough to Swift Strike, so we catch a break there. Even if he had Swift Strike, that helps.
May the hist aid me.
The Night Mother will guide us.
Alright, I think we should be fine then.
The battle is yours.
Yeah. This gatekeeper on here means we skip the last rune. Alright. We're going second against sorcerer. Lots of sorcerers tonight. Oh, Rift Thane, how I love thee so. I like the Earthbone in this matchup. I like Blood Dragon in this matchup. Shackles are annoying on your Blood Dragon, but when it comes to their traditional removal, unless they are a weird duck that runs like Mummify, a lot of times Blood Dragon will eat up as many as 2 or 3 cards, so...
May you walk on warm sands.
Alright, now that we see the Golden Saint as well,
I will push them
we're
back.
probably going to try to play this a bit aggressive, because if we can get a Golden Saint, that goes a long way as well.
Careful there, friend.
Oh, how I wish I could play you.
For the rift.
But I cannot. Reeve is good, though. Ring into Reeve, ring into Blood Dragon. Wait a couple turns. Hopefully we should be able to Saint by then.
Let's do this.
Yeah. So we have ring into that, ring into Blood Dragon. Following turn, unless we need to Earthbone, that's probably when we'll play Dawnstar. Actually, you know what? We might play Dawnstar this next turn. Just to start gaining some health. Depends on if he cracks a rune here or not.
I have you now.
I will protect the Hist.
Alright.
Pain and ecstasy.
Okay. Old Blood Dragon then. These can hopefully go a long way.
I have you now.
And then we want to be able to get Golden Saint up and going. So really Shackle's the only thing that annoys us right now, which I have to assume he has. I think this is a mace, because he thought about doing something last turn as it was. So he's probably thinking about like mace trade. That would be a really shitty turn. For us anyway. Great for him.
You must be cleansed.
Priest. Oh. Okay. Fair. Oh, Black Dragon's so saucy too. How do I want to handle this? Still feel like gaining life is probably the right answer. To set up Golden Saint tempo. As much as I want to play Black Dragon or I want to play Hive Defender. If I Dawnstar Healer here, I'll almost like for sure likely take that trade, which buys us time and health. Again, sets up Golden Saint. Yeah. Okay.
This won't hurt. Pain and ecstasy.
Alright, that's a bummer. We really want that to not be a bolt that kills this because we kind of wanted to force the trade. Alright, Harpy sucks, but isn't the end of the world. Interesting he chose that. I wonder if he's going to double trade here then?
I have you now.
Dawnstar did his job over there.
I hate this crown. It's damned uncomfortable.
So what? These two trade? And then that lets this thing go off?
Your blood will spill.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Good for him. Alright, so now we got our own decision to make then. I mean, we do have Golden Saint. And next turn he's coming for what? 6, 11, 13, which takes us out of Golden Saint range. But this guy survives in that instance, and then I still have to mow through it. This guy not only survives, but keeps his wards. Like, part of me is wondering about whether or not I just Stampede Sentinel. Because then he would have to take this trade knowing my guy would eat it. That was a really good turn for him. That was a really good turn for him. So I guess the best we can do is that. He likely still has 5 shackle cards, so he's probably sitting on 1 for this, which is the biggest problem. Like, if he drops Gardener and Mace here, I think we just lose.
Careful there, friend.
By God, let me take out the rubbish.
All right.
Be on your guard.
He'll have, what, 6, 11, 13 plus Lightning Bolt, so we really need to gain the health here, huh?
This won't hurt much.
And then we have Earthbone here, or Hive Defender. Earthbone is the right play.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
He has to double trade into the Stampede at that point. It also means that even if he went like all face and then had double Lightning Bolt, he can't because of this being here. So again, he has to take that out first. So I don't think that he's got a way to threaten lethal right now. I mean, he's pretty damn close. Again, the real thing we really are fearing right now is shackle tempo. Because if he shackles a bunch of stuff and goes face, there's probably not a lot we can do. If he doesn't have the shackles, we've got some wiggle room going in our favor. Whether it's like maybe Golden Saints for stabilization, or maybe it's Vigilantes for some reach. Kind of depends.
Your blood will spill. Your blood will
Okay.
Let me take out the rubbish.
Oh, that was really clutch prophecy for us.
I will protect the Hist.
That was a really clutch prophecy for us. I mean, I think legitimately this is the play.
Day is mine.
I will push them back.
So we have made him use 1 Lightning Bolt now. We really need that to whiff.
Shed some light on the problem.
Of course it doesn't. Alright, so he's got trade, lightning bolt, or firebolt. Puts him at 5 magicka to do whatever he wants. I think my favorite Atronach is probably the Frost Atronach. But I have a soft spot for Frost stuff anyway. I wish the art was a little bit better, personally. Like a little more menacing. But if I had to pick a favorite of the 3, it's probably Frost. I kind of enjoy also that you've got High Rock Summoner that summons one of the 3, but then each other... each of the Atronachs has another card that interacts with them. So you've got like Dark Rift that summons a Storm Atronach, you've got Breton Conjurer that summons a Frost Atronach, and you've got Supreme Atromancer that summons the Flames. Alright, so that's a second Lightning Bolt. Fighting a sneeze, guys. That's why I keep doing this, because I don't want to sneeze in your ear. So I think we go with this because it puts a wall up. And we really only need 2 damage, because next turn we'll have 8 charge. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
This was a worthy contest.
Good game.
It's been an engaging hunt.
I am death! There's nowhere they can hide.
I think I throw Dawnbreaker back. I can't think of any spirits, unless he's running Action Mage. There's not really like undead or anything that we're going to kill with it. I think I'd rather look for a 2-drop. I think these 2 are really good in this matchup though. Alright, Hive Defender's probably still better. And it feels bad throwing back Dawnbreaker, but there we go, there's a 2-drop. I don't really even care for the drain. We're going to play Let's Find a Firebolt. Hey, we found one! Oh, that's even better. The only thing better than 1 Withered Hand Cultist is 2 of them. Depending on what he plays here, we might just play the second one instead of Reeve.
Careful there, friend.
Or Hive Defender. No, actually in this instance it's going to end up being Hive Defender. Because what we don't want is him to be able to attack in and then Firebolt. Because right now he can't Lightning Bolt, he can't Javelin.
Waka watches over me. A dark omen for you.
Alright, we'll do that. So now, if he has a Firebolt, it will cost him all 5 to hit this. So he has to have another Firebolt. Right, that's actually pretty decent in his defense here.
A dark omen for you.
There's nowhere they can hide.
A dark omen for you.
I have a feeling those cultists are doing work.
Your blood will spill.
Alright.
Let's dance.
Let's getting close to where he can punch through.
A dark omen for you.
Oh, that's a bummer. There's no way that ends up being good for us regardless of what it is. Alright, he's going to be where he can start casting actions again, because he's going to have enough now, even with the Golden Saint tempo. The good news is we used those Withered Hand Cultists to force a pretty significant amount of damage down his throat, but I got a feeling they're about to eat it. At least one of them. At least one, but probably both. So you can like double trade here, single trade here, trade with one, and then maybe even firebolt or something the other. Like now he's at the point where he can cast Javelin again, so.
Let's do this. By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Alright. Slow him up a bit.
Has been written.
Oh, wow. That was entirely like a panic play, hoping that he would hit something. And he did. He hit the last harpy. That was so clutch on his part. Alright, so as long as we don't hit prophecies, we still have victory here, though. He said as he proceeded to hit prophecies. Oh, no, you gave me that one? Okay.
A dark omen for you.
Come on. Just don't gain health. Don't be Knight of the Hour. Yeah.
There's nowhere they can hide.
Just don't be Knight of the Hour.